Whoa, my god, there's some new changes. This is neoCrown playing Summoners War Sky Arena. Let's go into the events tab. Let's dive in straight into the update. So there's been new characters introduced, 4 new characters to be exact. The first one is the Brownie Magician, Cobalt Bomber, Hell Lady and Imp Champion. Now the Cobalt Bomber has the ability to mount some bombs. I'll go into why it's really useful in the Giant's Keep later. So these are the updates. I'll go into the main ones. Drop rate of runes is increased. You'll be getting less unknown scrolls. That's good news. So there you go. Giant's counterattack pattern modified. No longer counterattacks with critical hit. Rage pile up. Every 7 hits he will counterattack, and the damage is also decreased. There's also some monster balances in terms of the power level of the Giants monsters before the boss stage. So I'm going to go over the first strategy that I use, the double bomb strategy. Not the Wind Undine, yep, Jojo. So either way works here. Fire Dragon is the leader, but for more survivability, Jojo as a leader is good. I'll do it the second time round with farmable units. I'm going to show you guys how I farm B6 and B7. So do it on manual for now. Fire Breath is a really good ability. Can take out most of these early stage mobs without any problems. So one thing to note, have really good AoE damage dealers. So I'm just gonna auto it, guys. The update was just released a few hours ago, and people are still trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. For me, right now, this is the best way. I am working on a Shannon, which I will replace my Megan with. Shannon will be really useful with her glancing hit debuff, attack speed slow, all good in reducing the Giant's damage. I also plan on making my Light Vagabond into 5 stars. He is still sitting at 4 stars. Okay, so basically the key is to sustain the Giant's damage, which is going to come not as often as the last time, because you're not going to be critting and he's not going to be counterattacking. So strategy, Megan's buff, single target attacks only on the towers while you mount the bombs on the Giants, so the bombs will do the work. I avoid using Zaros' second ability here because that counts as multiple hits and you're going to build up the Giant's rage bar pretty quick. Okay, apart from the counterattack passive, the Giant also has 2 abilities which can stun you, and there's 1 AoE as well. So if you have the chance, use Megan's Toad Poison to remove that attack buff. Okay, you're going to take less damage. 1 key threshold I would say is to have 14k, 15k health in your units. That's going to really help. So we have 3 bombs up now. This should be taken care of really easily. I'm just going to blow them up right now. So yep, we should be getting some nice runes. I've gotten 6-star runes from B6 and B7. First try on B6 I got 6-star rune, and 4 tries on B7, I think, if I remember correctly. So you have the ability to sell runes now. That saves up a ton of space, ton of time and effort going into your inbox deleting the runes. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it with a farmable team. I considered Light Succubus farmable because she was in the Hall of Heroes. And oh yeah, forgot to mention, there'll be a new Hall of Heroes confirmed this weekend, so look forward to that. So Light Fairy, Megan, Light Batman, Jojo, definitely farmable. Jojo is definitely available to the Fusion Hexagram. Succubus is there because of her glancing hit debuff, attack speed slow, and also her AoE. I would probably should use my abilities more here, but I'm unsure of the cooldowns of my units, how fast my units will be able to take these golems and crystals down. So I'm going to just auto it and then enter the boss stage with a clean slate, all abilities up. Okay, So using this method, you may or may not lose 1 or 2 units. If you have better runes, if you keep to 15k health, as I mentioned earlier, then you'll be able to do fine. Most of my units here have below 15k, around 12, 13k health. So there's a slight margin of error, but you should be able to farm it consistently. As you can see, the mobs, if you have full 5-star monsters, the mobs don't really do that much damage. B7 as well, it doesn't do that much damage, the mobs, so you should be fine farming B6 and B7 with this method. Again, I should probably use my AoE abilities, but I'm just trying to make the perfect guide here, perfect scenario for you guys. For the low end players, those who don't have the abilities maxed out, you can auto attack and just save those crucial abilities for the boss stage. This is going to take a while, guys. We have one more stage after this, and then it will be the boss stage, so bear with me. One thing I'm not afraid to use is Megan's buff, because that will be on a 3 turn cooldown, so that's why I'm replacing it with Shannon, because Shannon will be able to have more upkeep on the ability. You'll be able to get more turns in, because it's 3 turn defense buff and 3 turns attack buff, and it's on a 4 turn cooldown. So you'll be only missing that buff for 1 turn. So Megan's buff, let's take a look at the abilities first. Rock Slide, Earthquake, reduce attack speed, and yep, there you go. Again, if you have the Light Fairy here, if you can time it right, you can attack the giants, no problem. I'm not going to attack the giants, I'm just going to use the bombs and try to take out the towers. You can attack the giants directly. On the 7th hit, if you can time your Light Fairy to put the Holy Shield on the guy who's going to attack the giant, then you can make this run much faster. Again, use Stored Poison, try to remove the attack buff. Once you take out the defense tower, it's going to be easier to remove the attack buff, because there's only going to be 1 buff on the giant. Try to keep your units healthy with the heals from Light Bearman and the Light Fairy. If you can put the Light Succubuses, glancing hit debuff, that's better, you're going to take less damage. With my strategy here, you may lose 1 or 2 units, guys, but you'll be doing sufficient damage just with the bombs alone, and a few sneaky hits on the giant, and once you take down the 2 towers, then it's smooth sailing from there. Okay, again, try to remove that attack buff. Glancing hit debuff, I mean, if you have the patience to count the number of turns, then by all means go ahead, but I'm a really lazy person, and with my first team I'm able to auto it. So this team is for those who can't really field a good team, and they need some way to farm 6-star runes. You are able to get 6-star runes from this stage. I'll be doing B7 later, I think. B7 requires a different strategy, because the giant has a tower that can debuff your defense, so you need someone like Water Garuda or the Wind Undine to remove that AoE debuff, that AoE defense break. Okay, so just probably auto here from this point onwards. Just 1 or 2 more bombs should be able to take him down. We don't mind losing 1 or 2 units here. Okay, guys, so that's B6. You're still able to farm good runes even with the new changes. The imps may have fallen out of favor, but there are other ways to farm Giant's Keep. So theorycraft, innovate, find a way to farm more effectively. So this is neoCrown signing off, guys.